I was born in Argentina, and then my family moved to Israel, and then I moved to New York 10 years ago. I start with one thing that really attracts me. A lot of times, I start hearing it first. A lot of my work has very strong interest in matter. It's about textures and about materials. You know, you really feel the dough, and you really feel the hair, and you really feel the sweat and everything. I see the whole thing is under this umbrella of sculpture. So I'm trying to be true to the material and true to the light, which is part of what kind of makes the material behave a certain way. So I use video as another material in my sculpture. But I really think about the video as a place and things happening in the place rather than fake time where one thing happens and then something else happens. It's more like it happens to the left or to the right. I was really at the time, you know, like thinking about value and like Marxism and you know, especially if you think about production, you know, and like someone is making something and it has someone's time in the thing, it in a way has part of their life in an object, or like your voice and things like that, like when things kind of get alienated and you know, like how much you can like extend yourself or something. And it kind of comes down, I think, in my work is like a person doing something, or producing something and taking space, like in this like universe or something. It's like in cheese, you see them all like kind of running around the roads and everything is like crazy and their hair is crazy and then it's like boom, their hair gets tied and then there's like a cube of cheese. It's like shut down. I want to say that's where the spirit gets kind of like cubed and confined or something, but this whole process gets kind of cubed into this unit that then gets sold or whatever, so, but interest in that process. I wanted to do a long hair piece for like a long time, and you know, the internet is a great place because you know, I could like look for stuff a lot, I wouldn't find it, and then one night, you know, I can't sleep and I kind of type something and then I find this person and we start talking, and a lot of them have some kind of a website in which they would offer their services to hire. A lot of times for this kind of fetish industry or something, or fantasy wrestlers, or like Raki has another web. Besides our Large in Charge website, she also has a website that's called Queen Raki, and Raki is the woman that's performing in dough. So a lot of the time, in a way, I kind of like hire their services. So it's this kind of relation between the model or the muse or something and the artist, you know, which is interesting. DYQ, the Chinese woman with a very, like she has 14-foot hair, she can't wear it down, she has to wear it around her neck. So I built her before a little cart so she can like wheel her hair like a pet or something. At some point, like they kind of formed a union against me because they needed to wash their hair. And it was kind of, now I'm looking at it, it was funny, but you know, at the time of the shoot, we were all there for 2 weeks, and they were right, like they needed to wash their hair, and it takes 12 hours for the hair to dry. But for me, it's like we have this kind of big crew, and every day is like really expensive, and I can't just stop everything for 12 hours. So, but it was kind of fascinating that they were this unit, you know, they were this club, this group of women that I found. It was the first time that all the people that are in my video met and they became really close friends, especially because of spending these 2 weeks together filming it. The drawings, it's always like kind of my love to do because it's my other work is so production heavy a lot of the times and it involves a lot of people and it's not that immediate. So drawings is something I could just kind of do. It's like trying to figure out my relation to the paper itself. You know, I thought it was just funny to just sit on the paper, you know, and also like, you know, kind of like selling my ass in a way and working my ass. You know, the parts of my body as like this mark making tool. It's almost started as a joke about being like really expressive and just kind of like throwing it all on the paper. But as I make them, they kind of like create these like worlds of things being consumed and sped out. Infinite Earth is a foundation that's based in Berlin because a lot of the members of the foundation, we are 7 and 6 of them are in Berlin. It's in a way, this foundation is supposed to be an umbrella for different kind of projects like that. The Infinite Project is basically to kind of create this factories or community centers around the world in places that need them, and make an art piece that would sponsor a specific place. And it was kind of our dream to try to do something like that. Me and Ilona Harpaz, she's another artist. She shows also at Nicole Klagsbrun gallery. So we decided to start with India because it seems like relatively accessible. The idea was that we would produce an art piece that then we would sell like a big edition for kind of a relatively low price, because we're interested in a lot of people being able to participate in it. What we're going to do with the money is get 50 new machines from Delhi and the building, which will be also an education center and like a daycare, and maybe like a shelter for someone that needs it. So the idea is not to have like the factory is kind of the main thing, but then to have it more of like a community center. Hopefully, maybe in 10 years, we'll have a series of like 10 artworks, and each artwork would kind of sponsor directly a place. And it was kind of our dream to try to do something like that, because we always kind of got tired of our art being so kind of enclosed in this art bubble, and we were really looking for ways to kind of break it out and to have it connected to the world in general.